Have you ever been told, "Wow, I thought you were much younger," or "You don't look your age at all"? Maybe it happens so often that you've started to wonder, why is it just good genes? Or is there something more going on beneath the surface? Welcome to today's video, 7 Hidden Reasons Why You Look Younger Than Your Age. Psychology says you're about to discover what science and psychology say about the subtle traits and behaviours that can make you appear far younger than you actually are. And no, it's not all about skincare or surgery. In fact, you might be surprised to learn that how young you appear has more to do with your mindset, your habits, and even your emotional health than with what's in your makeup bag. Some of these reasons might validate things you've already suspected, and others will open your eyes to truths you've never considered. But by the end of this video, you'll understand why some people just seem to glow with youth, regardless of their actual age. So if you've ever been curious why people mistake you for being years, maybe even decades younger than you are, then stay tuned. Psychology has some fascinating answers for you. Let's dive into the first hidden reason. One, you have a positive mindset. It might sound like a cliche, but there's powerful truth in the phrase, "You're only as old as you feel." According to psychology, having a positive mindset doesn't just change how you perceive life. It changes how life perceives you. Studies in cognitive behavioral psychology show that optimism is linked to lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone that accelerates aging people. With positive attitudes, tend to smile more, engage more, and recover from stress more quickly. And here's the kicker, that positivity shows up on your face. Positive emotions enhance facial expressions. Your eyes sparkle more, your facial muscles relax, and your entire presence becomes more vibrant. It's no wonder people often associate those who are optimistic with being younger. Think about it. When you're around someone who's constantly complaining, always stressed or full of negativity, how do they look? Tired, drained, sometimes even older than they are now. Compare that to someone who's hopeful, enthusiastic, and believes the best is yet to come. Their energy feels light and youthful, and it's not just a feeling. It creates visible signs, less frowning, smoother expressions, and better posture. Interestingly, studies have found that people who maintain an optimistic outlook in life are biologically younger. They experience slower aging at the cellular level, particularly in how their telomeres, those protective caps on DNA, wear down. So if you're someone who tries to find the silver lining, laughs at life's absurdities, and believes tomorrow can be better than today, you might be unknowingly giving yourself a natural youth boost. Your outlook literally shapes how old or how young you appear. 2, you manage stress effectively. Let's face it, everyone experiences stress, but the way you handle it makes all the difference. Stress is one of the most damaging forces to the body, and it shows up quickly in your appearance. Chronic stress accelerates aging by shortening your telomeres, disrupting your sleep and creating chronic inflammation in the body. This inflammation is a key player in premature aging. But here's where psychology steps in. People who look younger than their age often have effective coping mechanisms for stress. They practice emotional regulation, engage in mindfulness, and have strong emotional intelligence. What does this mean in practical terms? It means they don't internalize every problem. They don't let negative emotions dominate them. They know how to pause, reflect, and respond with intention rather than react impulsively. Whether it's journaling, talking things out, meditating, exercising, or simply getting out in nature. People who manage stress, well, protect themselves from the internal and external signs of aging. And here's the hidden psychological factor. When you feel more in control of your emotions, your brain responds by reducing the fight or flight chemicals that flood your system, that gives your body a break, helping your skin, your heart, and even your brain stay younger for longer. So if you're someone who has found healthy ways to decompress, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, you're doing more than just calming your mind, you're preserving your youth. 3, you surround yourself with younger energy. Energy is contagious, and according to psychological research, the people you spend time with significantly affect how you see yourself and how others see you. If you tend to hang around people who are enthusiastic, curious, and youthful in spirit, you're more likely to mirror that energy. You talk more openly, move more fluidly, and laugh more frequently. All of these are subtle signals that make you appear younger. Social psychologists call this social mirroring. We subconsciously pick up the behaviors, speech patterns, and attitudes of the people around us. That means if you're in a lively, fun, youthful environment, you naturally adapt to it and others will notice. Even if you're the oldest one in the room, plus surrounding yourself with young energy keeps your mind active and open. You're more willing to learn to grow and to try new things. And that's a major youth factor. Psychologically, staying mentally flexible is a huge indicator of someone who defies aging. In contrast, those who resist change and stay stuck in rigid thought patterns tend to appear older, both mentally and physically. So, if people often mistake your age, it could be because you radiate the kind of open-minded energy that people associate with Youthful. You maintain curiosity and keep learning. Curiosity might be one of the most underrated anti-aging tools. Psychologists have long linked intellectual engagement with youthfulness, and it's not just about being book smart, it's about being mentally alive. People who continuously learn, explore new ideas, ask questions, and stay curious about the world tend to appear and feel younger. Why? Because curiosity triggers dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, which also plays a role in motivation, pleasure, and learning. Dopamine isn't just about mood. It affects energy levels, movement, and even how expressive your face is. All of these combine to create the outward appearance of youth. Curiosity also protects your brain. It stimulates neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself and form new connections that keeps your thinking sharp and helps prevent cognitive decline. And here's the interesting thing. Curious people tend to move with purpose. They walk into a room like they have something to discover. They listen deeply, they engage, and all of this makes them seem vibrant and full of life. So if you're always reading, exploring new hobbies, asking why, and chasing new experiences, your brain is working with you to preserve your youth. People notice that spark, and it can be more powerful than any anti-aging cream on the market. 5. You have a strong sense of purpose. One of the strongest predictors of youthfulness. Purpose, psychologically, having a reason to get up in the morning keeps you mentally and emotionally younger when you have purpose. Whether it's raising a family, pursuing a passion, helping others, or growing a business, you move with intention. Purpose energizes you. It gives structure to your day, clarity to your decisions, and meaning to your challenges. And all of that reduces mental fatigue and emotional wear and tear. Psychological studies, especially in positive psychology, show that a strong sense of purpose is associated with better health outcomes, lower rates of depression, and yes, slower aging. People with purpose often appear younger because they live engaged lives. They don't feel stuck or stagnant. They're in motion, mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically. This constant engagement with life keeps their minds young, their attitudes hopeful, and their bodies more active. That youthful combination is hard to miss. So if you're someone who knows what they care about, who has goals, even small ones, you're signaling something powerful to the world. You're not done growing, and that message is one of youth. Not age 6, you express your emotions freely. Here's something surprising: people who express their emotions often look younger than those who suppress them. Why? Because bottling up feelings leads to tension, and that tension shows up in your body, in your muscles, your posture, and even your skin. Psychologists explain that emotional suppression is a form of internal stress. It raises blood pressure, disrupts sleep, and can even lead to facial muscle tightness over time, especially in the forehead and jaw. In contrast, people who are emotionally expressive tend to be more relaxed, open, and authentic. They cry when they need to, they laugh out loud, they share their feelings honestly, and all of this contributes to a sense of emotional freedom that reads as youthful to others. Expressing emotion also builds deeper social bonds. You become more connected, more seen, more supported, and this enhances your well-being. And as we know, well-being is a key player in aging well. So if you're someone who feels deeply and expresses those feelings in healthy ways, you're probably unknowingly keeping yourself youthful, not just on the inside, but visibly 2/7. You don't obsess over your age. Ironically, one of the reasons you look younger might be because you're not focused on looking younger. Psychologists note that people who obsess over aging tend to unintentionally reinforce it in their minds, and behaviours constantly worrying about getting older can lead to anxiety, insecurity, and even self-sabotage. But those who take life as it comes, who enjoy the present moment, and don't fixate on the number, tend to look and feel more vibrant. It's not denial, it's self-acceptance. You embrace your journey. You don't panic over every wrinkle or grey hair. You live fully with confidence, and that confidence creates an aura of timelessness. People who don't obsess over age often dress how they like, pursue passions freely, and live without the pressure to act their age. That freedom makes them look and feel younger. So ironically, the less you worry about your age, the less your age seems to matter. So there you have it. 7 hidden reasons why you might look younger than your age, all backed by psychological research and insights. It's not just about the right moisturizer or diet. It's about mindset, energy, purpose, emotional intelligence, and the relationships you nurture. These internal factors shape how the world sees you on the outside. To recap: 1, you have a positive mindset. 2, you manage stress effectively. 3, you surround yourself with youthful energy. 4, you maintain curiosity and keep learning. 5, you live with purpose. 6, you express your emotions freely. 7, you don't obsess over your age. If you resonate with even a few of these, it's no wonder people think you're younger than you really are. Youthfulness is more than a look, it's a lifestyle, and it starts from within. If you found this video helpful or insightful, don't forget to share and subscribe for more content on psychology, human behaviour, and living your best life. And remember, true youth comes not from resisting age, but from embracing life. Thanks for watching. Stay young at heart.